I think the important thing is where does it best be? Where would it best be? I think there.
I thought there as well.
As you walk into here,
Yeah.
you don't want it to be in the way of the lifts and things. So it should be over there somewhere.
I don't think the method of hanging them is going to actually affect the creation of the lanterns, but it's definitely something to keep in mind. It was really useful to have a talk with somebody who obviously understood the logistics, or the practicalities rather, of hanging a lantern in the atrium. It was good to get a sense of his ideas of how we could possibly do that. The main thing I'm thinking about at this moment is perhaps there'll be some sort of internal structure to then attach all of the weight of whatever hooks or string or rope or whatever we decide is going to then essentially hang it. Yeah, still things to sort out, but good to start thinking of already at this early stage. Well, I was looking at some pictures of lanterns, and further in my research I realised there was this sort of festival or I guess installation is maybe a better way of describing it, called Land of Lights, and it was taking place in Milton Keynes, which is not too far away from here. I thought that'd be a great opportunity to at least look at some examples of creative ways that people have made lanterns. That's how it all started. That's how we decided to head to Milton Keynes. When we got there, there were multiple different types of lanterns. So animals, flowers, fairies, mushrooms, a bit of everything actually, also Christmas themed things. The thing that was striking from the very beginning is, one, how big they all were and how these structures were attached to each other. So when we were investigating them from close up, we realized that it was mainly a wire structure, and then rather than being created by using paper, they were using fabric. So it was wire wrapped around in fabric. So that was a different approach, one that I hadn't thought of before or encountered. It was interesting to see how they achieve certain shapes. You know, when you're drawing, kind of like a shape comes quite naturally, but then when you're thinking about how to create something three-dimensional that also has to have a light source on the inside, you really need to think of it almost architecturally. One thing I think I also learnt is their choice of lighting on the inside was to have these big neon LED lights. And personally, I wasn't the biggest fan. I think they took away from the beauty of the lantern itself to have something so flashy on the inside. That's something I also took away from it, a preference in lighting design.